Here we go. Good. All right. Hello, everybody. So my name is Jane, for those of you who are watching this later or hopping on late. And I am so excited to be able to welcome you all here. Rachel is a new friend of mine, but I just love her. Look at that smile. I tell you, she has just got a beautiful energy and soul. And so I'm very grateful to be able to share with you tonight, what she's up to. And so we're going to talk a little bit about health tonight. And we're also going to talk a little bit about, making some simple decisions to own your own life and be in charge of your health and your finances. And really just talking about, how Rachel and I are kind of on this path of just really helping people with a mission of inspiring them to be healthier at whatever level that means for them. So we're really excited about it, and it's really meant to be fun and relaxed tonight. There is no pressure to buy anything. We don't do any kind of sales during this call. And so just have fun with it and feel free to contribute if you'd like. And if you'd rather not, that is totally okay too. So let's talk a little bit about why we do what we do and what it's done for us. The mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. And the company that we are working with is called the Juice Plus Company. They are in 27 countries. They are almost 50 years old, and they are privately owned by the same gentleman that started it way back in the 70s. And we're just really grateful for what he's doing all over the world with this company. So that's what we're talking tonight. So I just want to kick it off with a question, and you guys can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. But would you agree that in today's day and age, it is a challenge to be healthy?
Oh, I can say for certain it is.
Yeah, definitely.
2 thumbs up.
It's extremely difficult.
I mean, it's so different. We're expected to look a certain way, and we want to look good. We want to feel good. We want to have time to do all these things that we don't, have a time to do. Like, we're so busy, and who has time to go to the store and buy, tons of fruits and vegetables every day, then come home and make them. And it just seems really hard. Couple that with, of course, the stress in our body with our lifestyle and, the toxins in our air and what we grow our food in. It's really just not easy. And so really and truly, Juice Plus is the easiest way. It's the simplest way to be able to deliver a ton of whole food nutrition to the body. And so we know that no matter what health challenges you're facing, whether or not it's exhaustion from working too many hours, whether it's, just not wanting to exercise when it's snowing outside, right? Whether it's, you getting older and those genetic codes that you have for certain, autoimmune disorders or, certain things that run in your family are starting to get turned on. Whatever those challenges are for you, they can be simple or they can be big, but the foundation of good health truly is always going to be nutrition. And really and truly, you can go to any doctor in the world and they will tell you, you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. You don't have to cut everything out, but you do need to do this. And that is what Juice Plus does. And so I want to tell you a little bit about Juice Plus so you can answer the question that you're probably wondering, which is how. And so Juice Plus is 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries. They are raw, so they are picked when they are most ripe off the vine or the plant source. And why that's important is because, whole food is always going to be the best thing for your body. It's not a vitamin. It's not a supplement. Those kinds of things are fractured and they're not bioavailable, meaning they don't completely dissolve into your blood. And so they're not completely, dissolving. They're not completely delivered to your cells. And your cells, as they regenerate, are what actually build healthier, tissues, healthier organs, healthier bones. And so in order to have our cells get the very best chance at doing that well, we have to give them whole food, fruits and vegetables that are completely going to break down into the system and get absorbed into your system. And that's what this is. We pick those fruits and vegetables when they're most ripe on the vine because that's when they hold the most nutrient value. And then we go ahead and pretty much slurry them up and mash them up, the whole food, the rind of the orange, the greens of the beets, every piece, the entire pineapple with the crown and everything gets thrown in. Because there are so many nutrients in that outside layer of your fruits and vegetables. Then we dehydrate them at a very low temperature so that all those active cultures that are in fruits and vegetables, all your fruits and vegetables have natural prebiotic in them, all stays alive and gets delivered to your body And then we dehydrate them, crush them into a powder, and we put them in a few different ways into these products. We have capsules, which are just 30 fruits and vegetables. Excuse me. We have gummies, which for you, if you don't like swallowing pills and you like fruit snacks, this is a really better option. And we also have, yes, that's what they are. Those are the capsules right there. And then we also have a shake mix. And the shake mix is, a little different than the capsules. Your capsules are your micronutrition. So it's the fruits, it's the phytonutrients, the vitamins, and the minerals of 30 different fruits and vegetables. The shake mixes are the macronutrition, like the healthy fats,
fiber,
the protein, an immense amount of fiber. So just like your engine in your car needs gasoline and oil to run, totally different things. Both have their own job, essential to your engine running. Your body needs macronutrition and micronutrition, and that's what these products deliver. So that is what Juice Plus is. We also have just recently added an omega. I know I don't see everybody, but you can, just nod or raise your hand at yourself if you take a fish oil. Fish oil are huge. They're very important to get fish oil, but not because of fish, because fish oil contain what we call an omega. And omegas are linked to better cardiovascular health, brain health, skin and nails, hair. It's great for pregnant women. It's great for growing kids because they're developing their brains. So all of these wonderful things come from omegas, not fish. And the reason why fish oil is huge is because fish eat algae. And algae is the actual plant source that actually has the omega. So what we have done is we've worked for 10 years to go ahead and come up with an omega that is better than fish oil. And the reason why is because we cut out the fish. As you guys know, there are, toxins in our waters. Eating fish at the level we do is not sustainable long term. And so what we've done is cut that out, and we've spent a lot of time to go and source 5 different strains of omegas, all from plant sources. So now instead of just getting omega-5, which is what is in the algae that the fish eat, our omega is now offering omegas 3, 6, 7, and 9 as well. So it's just a really great thing to add. So that is, a little bit about Juice Plus. Again, there is no warning label. If your child gets a whole bag of gummies, they are not going to overdose. No need to call poison control. It's just fruits and vegetables. It would be like them eating a huge salad bar every single day. It is not a vitamin. It's not a supplement. The FDA audits us often, and every single time they leave, they confirm that we are indeed food. So we are able to have a nutrition facts label on the back of our products because we are whole food. And we are scientifically proven. And this is probably the most important thing for me. I have 2 children. I am not going to put anything into their body that is not backed by research. And I don't ever suggest anybody else put anything in their body that is not backed by research. So when I was presented to this, and I saw that there were 37 research studies. These are gold standard studies. These studies have been published in medical journals that my doctor references often. These are studies by Vanderbilt Medical School, Yale, Cambridge, MD Anderson Cancer Center. These are places that are not going to ever put their reputation online for anything that is not good. So when I saw that, I thought, for sure, I am all in and I'm willing to give it a try. So really briefly, I will share with you guys that 3 years ago, I was searching for an answer for my health. I had battled weight all my life, and I had tried every single thing that there is, and I couldn't find an answer. I had time, I had money to buy all the right things, I had time to go running and to run in 5 half marathons, but guess what? It still wasn't the answer. And so my friend, sat with me and said, I don't know what this will do for you, but what if it helps? What she didn't know is that my 2 sons were asthmatic. We were spending $150 on just medicine alone. We were spending $300 a year on doctor's visits for their asthma. I had no idea what it would do for them. But when we put fruits and vegetables in our body every single day with Juice Plus, it took us a month to see a difference. Our son went from 9 colds to 1. That means a lot less asthma attacks. I lost considerable amount of weight and actually kept it off for the first time in 33 years. And 6 months later, when I got my blood work back and my cholesterol was so much lower that my heart was working 6 years younger than it had the year before. And for the first time in 10 years, I no longer had to have a diabetes test because my glucose levels were so normal. It was everything to me. And to have my kids a year and a half later be taken off every single asthma medication they've ever been on, and this is now 2 years in a row, it has completely changed our life. And I really saw the value in what this is doing. So I want Rachel to share a little bit about what she's seeing, because she has not been eating it as long as I have, but already she's seeing great results. And then we'll go ahead and keep on
going. Okay. So, Janie knows that I have what's called, I can never pronounce it, endometriosis.
Endometriosis.
There we go. It's a disorder with the uterus, and it causes massive pain, where it's crippling. And for the week that I have my period, generally, I have no energy. Normally I'm in horrible pain where I can't walk and I can't really do anything. And well, ever since I started taking Juice Plus, that pain has gone down to maybe a discomfort. And I'm able to go to work, and I'm able to do my job and get tasks that I have set for myself to be done. I have asthma, and ever since I started taking Juice Plus, my asthma attacks have decreased significantly. I haven't had to take my Flovate, which is a daily corticosteroid inhaler, and I haven't had to take that in almost a month. And then on top of that, I have Crohn's disease, which is an autoimmune disorder, and it's inflammation of the intestines. And it's going to take a little while longer for it to do its job, the Juice Plus anyway, for me to get results. But I can tell you for a fact that the inflammation, I'm not having as much pain as I have been. It was pretty bad there a couple of weeks ago, but it's a slow process, but it is, and eventually it will get better. But yeah, it's awesome. Helped me a lot. So
great. I love that. And our bodies, they just take time. It takes about a year to a year and a half, depending on how challenged your tissues are and organs are, for that actual tissue to be replaced. So that makes sense that it takes some time. And I love that you shared that with us. So I'm going to share a screen here, and I'm going to share with you guys one more story. And this is our friend Abby. She's an amazing individual. She's a PE teacher. She has ADHD, so she never sits still, ever. And so she thought that she was just doing just fine on her own without this. And then you guys you'll be able to hear what kind of difference it made for her. Okay. So there we go. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can anyway.
All right.
Oh, it's really distorted.
Oh no. Can you hear it?
No, I can't.
It sounds a little muffled.
Okay, I'm gonna have to just share with you guys her story. That is unfortunate, but that's okay. So the thing I love about Abby is, like I said, she thought she was doing everything right. And unfortunately, even with being active and eating well, her body was showing her that something wasn't quite right. She had 2 children, and just past her second pregnancy, she had an immense amount of postpartum depression. And this is really when a friend of ours reached out to her and said, I can't see you like this. This is awful. And I don't know what exactly this will do for you, but I'm wondering if you might want to give it a shot. And it really, really helped her. It helped her so much with how she was feeling and just her outlook on things. So much in the fact that she was so much more productive at work and healthier, and she wasn't expecting it, that she got pregnant again. And she had an altogether different pregnancy than she had with her other 2. The baby actually didn't want to come out. It was 2 weeks late because, just hanging out, having a great time because she was just filling her body with these nutrients. And she couldn't believe it. And she's been so grateful for that. And she's, readily shares with anybody that will listen, because she never thought that could be her experience. So I love her for so many reasons, but the fact that she's been able to really kind of change her outlook on life and be such a present mom because of how much happier she is feeling on a daily basis is everything. So, excuse me.
Oh, Jane, I'd also like to add about the fact that I have bipolar disorder.
Oh yeah.
Ever since I started taking Juice Plus, which has been about a month and a half. No, it's been about 2 months. It's been 2 months now. But ever since I started taking Juice Plus, my anxiety has gone down. I take anxiety medications. I was supposed to take it 3 times a day. Now I only take it to sleep because, unfortunately, that's also a side effect of my bipolar disorder, is insomnia. And I only take it so I can fall asleep. But ever since I started taking Juice Plus and taking my meds in combination, not just taking Juice Plus, but my mood swings have gone down, and I don't have depressive episodes very often anymore. I've only had like maybe 1 or 2, and normally I'd have like maybe 5 a month.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been a massive increase of good productivity for myself.
That is awesome. I can't imagine what that feels like for you.
Well, mood swings are extremely exhausting, so yes, it's good.
That's amazing. I love that. Oh, thank you for sharing that. Well, great. Well, I hope that you guys have just been able to hear a little bit about what this is doing for a few of us. And, we are doing this all over the world, and we're so grateful for all the stories that we hear. But definitely, I want to just share a little bit more about this business because it's something that Rachel is really excited about. I'm very, very happy to have her along with us because I know she can really lead and impact a lot of people. But the company that we work for, Juice Plus, like I said, they're just a credible company. They're a stable company. And really right now, we're just kind of working on this freedom revolution where we're really allowing people to ask themselves, like, what if they could do something better with their health? What if they could develop an income for themselves by doing that with others? And so, if that's something of interest for you, or if you know of somebody who's looking for an additional income or, needs to have an income or, anything else, I want to tell you a little bit about this company so that you can be rest assured that it's something that is really profound and something to be proud of. So what we do in our company is that we have our own virtual franchise. And what that is a $50 annual fee to have your own business. I don't know about you, but if I was to if I was to operate and start up a brick and mortar business, like a daycare or, even a children's play place, right? Of course it would be busy, but it would take thousands and thousands of dollars. This is $50 to own my own business. And we have an online office that we use so we can operate our business from anywhere. And it's beautiful because, we're able to just share good health with people and share what we've gone through with this product and this company. And that is really our only job. And then to take care of our customers. Our company handles everything else. So there are other companies out there, but we don't have to store any inventory. We have absolutely no quotas or expectations for what we are, supposed to do as far as sales are concerned. And we actually have no demotions. So there are people that life gets in the way and they take a year or 2 or 10 off. And when they come back, they start with the company just as they left because they, don't have any demotions for us. And what I love about this company is that we can share as little or as much, as much as we want. For those people who just want to share with people when they hear a need, that's great. For those people that really want to share every single day consistently, that's great too. There is no pressure to do anything else than what you are wanting out of this. So, like I said, this company is privately funded, owned by the same man that started it in the 70s. He's always been into helping others and for the safety of others. So if you Google Jay Martin, you will find out that he was one of the first in the industry as far as at-home smoke detectors in the 1970s. That's huge, right? They're all now required in homes because they are so, paramount to our safety. He also then transferred into water filtration systems for the home to, alleviate toxins out of our water systems. And then he decided to take his business and go into this concentrated fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And that's where he's remained for 27 years. And what I'd love to let you guys know about this company is not only that we are researched and highly respected and in the medical, and the research community, but that we are highly respected in the humanitarian industry. Like, we are so about helping other people, and we donate a lot. And so as far as what that looks like, our company has actually donated a free tower garden, which is our aeroponic vertical gardening system. And you essentially plug it in, it waters itself, there is no soil. And what it's doing is it's able to, really kind of help us with world populations for food sourcing. We're growing by mass numbers with people and populations. We are losing space. And at some point, we're going to need to figure out a different way to grow food so that all of us can be nourished and supported. So this is what we are doing with the Tower Garden. And we have decided to give a free one to every Boys and Girls Club in the entire country. And I have the beautiful privilege of helping a local Boys and Girls Club out with theirs. And so I volunteer my time every 2 weeks. I go down there and I'm able to lead a discussion and a lesson on nutrition and, growing food and farming. And
yeah, there's a Boys and Girls Club here in Port Angeles too.
Yeah. And so it's really amazing to be able to see those kids engage in a different way of thinking. And I get that privilege because our company donated a free one to them. We are also the title sponsors for St. Jude. And if you don't know what that is, it's a hospital that actually houses a lot of our cancer, our pediatric cancer patients in this country. People fly from all over to get into St. Jude. And the hardest thing for a cancer patient is their family. Not having their family close every night when they go to sleep, having to say goodbye to their family when they go home and travel home. And so what we are able to do every year is be a great participator in their marathon and to donate a lot of money to them. We're one of the title sponsors for Target House, which is a on-site living community. So condos and apartments where families of cancer patients can walk 100 feet to their front door. And they can be at the hospital all night long if they need to be without, feeling like they have to drive hours away. And we also are a big supporter of Volunteers of America. So we are donating 10 million meals of our shake mixes to Volunteers of America to help the elderly, the homeless, the veterans. We are so grateful to be able to do that for people who do not have what we have. And we just delivered a whole bunch of cargo to Puerto Rico. We delivered a whole bunch of shake meals and a whole bunch of our bars so that these people could have nutritious whole food meals without power, right? So that's really important to all of us, and we're so, so grateful to be able to have that role. So I'm just going to spend a couple minutes on, really what this business is and why we do it, just share our stories, and then we'll wrap up. So I really appreciate you guys being patient. I will just tell you that I never expected to do something like this. And I am very, very grateful I did. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I didn't want to go back to teaching because I didn't want to take that time away from my family. And so I was able to share this with people once I, really felt the effects of it. And I've been able to build a beautiful residual income. And I'm able to do my business from anywhere. I took a 5-week trip to South America earlier this year with my family. And I was able to operate my business from Uruguay and then go hang out on the beach. I was able to, be able to touch somebody's life and get them started with their Juice Plus and then hit the wineries of Argentina. So it is something that is very flexible and wonderful for me as well. So Rachel, if you have just a minute, you can go ahead and share what this business, what you're hopeful for this.
Well, I'd like to be able to use it to go back to school. That's the main objective for me anyway. So, and then, my roommate just had a kid, and, I'd like to be able to help out with that as best I can because I am the godparent.
Oh, how exciting. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Well, good. Well, I'm going to try to share a screen one more time. Let's see if this YouTube video doesn't work better. And if we can make it work, we will. This is our friend Jen, and she is, let's see here. This is Abby. We'll get rid of Abby here. She was a former cancer researcher.
Oh, I met her.
Yeah, she is great. Let me get that. Oh, I can't see it. I can't get rid of Abby for some reason. Oh. No, Abby, you got to go away. Oh, here we go. All right.
Yeah, it's frozen on my screen.
No, you're fine. I gotta pick the right one. Oops. I gotta get rid of that. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find. Let's do this. There we go. Okay, let me see if this works for you guys, and you tell me if it's not. Okay.
It's still frozen on my screen.
Is it?
Yeah, same here actually.
So weird. Okay. I don't know what, maybe the signal was just bad because it usually works. So I will just tell you briefly about Jen Tamman. So Jennifer Tamman is a former cancer researcher, and she came to this business because somebody was really persistent in loving on her, because they knew that she had a wealth of knowledge behind the research aspect and what cancer does to the body and how to really combat that disease. And she was very skeptical in the beginning because, of course, she was never going to get into a company like that. And she feared it was some kind of scheme. But she decided to, after 3 years, finally take Juice Plus. And she felt so amazing, and she really was able to see the impact that it had on her health, that she just then decided to go ahead and join the company. And it really was a goal of hers just to pay for her own product. But very quickly, she started to see, you know, a different pregnancy for herself. She started to see, you know, her mom with MS get sick a lot less. Her nephews with sensory processing disorder and ADHD have a lot better symptoms. Her father-in-law go off his blood pressure medication, that she really knew that there was a bigger mission here for her to share with other people. And so now she is, you know, just changing lives all over the country, actually the world. She now works with people in Israel, in Jerusalem, and so cool for her to be able to do that on a global scale. And I was just at her house today, and she has built a home with her husband from scratch, from the ground. Gorgeous, beautiful home. And she's super excited about that. She would never have been able to do that without this business. So it's been pretty outstanding for her. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up. And, you know, we're just really excited to be able to share with you guys what this might be able to do for you. And so really, you know, there are a couple options. And if you're somebody who tonight is thinking, I'd really love to invest in my health, we'd love to talk to you a little bit more about that. Essentially, for about $2 to $3 a day, you can, you know, add this nutrition into your body, 30 different fruits and vegetables. And then there's really this other option is if there's anybody you know that would maybe want to have that additional income, or you're thinking about it yourself, you know, our goal is just to build a stable, lasting company with people who have a heart for others and want more for their own selves. So, you know, it's whether it's a peace of mind of knowing that, you know, nobody's going to be able to take your job for you, or, you know, maybe it's just that you want to help build up your, you know, fun play money. Who knows? You know, maybe that's something that's really important to you. You know, we would love to talk to you a little bit more about that. So I guess I just leave you with one question. What if? And that is a question that was asked to me, and I'm so grateful somebody asked that of me, because I never would have been able to think about what it could do for me or my family if I wasn't asked that question. So, you know, really, what if this could be for someone, you know, in your circle that is coming to your mind tonight? What if it's something for you? You know, really and truly, I cannot think of a better person to be able to put you in touch with than Rachel. You know, she is just very sweet. And
I have moments.
She does not let life get in the way. And sometimes it tries, right? Sometimes it tries with all of us. And it's okay to say, this is a hard time right now, but she always comes back, and she's always got her heart on other people. And that is something that I cherish about her. And so I know that if you came to her and said, this is what I'm thinking, her heart's going to be with you, and she's going to be helping you to figure out what it is that you want next. So I thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to get in touch with Rachel or with me, or anybody on the call that invited you. We would love to.
I'm still learning, just so you know.
You'll probably be talking to me anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that is about it. Rachel, do you want to say goodbye to your friends, or have anything you want to add before we sign off here?
I'll say bye.
Okay, all right.
Then I say bye.
Up,
Bye.
and we will talk to you all soon.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Thanks for having
bye,
me, guys.
everybody.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.